not that.
Woo! We're back. Oh God, it's been so long.
Woo!
Dylan B. Hall is his name. I think that's just what he uses for his name on TikTok.
Free advertising, Dylan. Love us.
Yeah. Sponsor? Question mark? No. You weren't sure that. Anyway, so
Collab.
collab, yeah. D&D cooking? I don't know.
It's been done. There are books.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, we own one of them. It's in the
Oh, yeah?
game.
Nice.
Um,
My
where
family owns one of Dylan's. Sorry.
Oh yeah, so do we. um, where we left off last time, you guys had left you had left the Lake of Songs. You had been traveling down the river. You passed by Orkopolis and you saw the changes to Orkopolis. How the orc wolves are now retaining their sentience, and you had spotted the demon wolf. I still don't have a picture of him. Forgot to make it. Oops. I'll do that later. Rip. But yeah, you guys spotted the demon wolf. He had a brief exchange with Malik. Then you guys continued on to the site where Zandri had died, where he had left a mark on the world. And you were trying to figure. I don't remember what the goal of that was.
We're checking to see if anyone had disturbed it.
That, and we wanted to possibly see if there was any leftover power that could be had.
Yeah, so one thing I actually forgot to mention last time, I figured this out in my notes. Ha 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 ha, whoops. You had seen Zandri's soul disappear into the portal that opened up, the one that Malkael got Jumanji'd into.
That's
So
fun. Very
his,
cool.
his soul had ended up in the realm of shadows, which is currently in the possession of Cheshire.
Oh, I remember Cheshire now.
Mm-hmm. So, currently, after saying some not so smart words to the Cheshire, Eric is currently being held at the neck. What would you like to do?
Did we already roll initiative, or is this still a...
Oh no, this is not an
No.
initiative thing.
Oh, not yet.
Huh, spoiler warning, you would not be able to fight him.
Not being able to fight something and not being able to win are very different things.
Yes, you could try all you wanted.
I assure you, if I draw my sword, I can fight him. Win? Doubtful.
But yeah, he pulls. So Eric, he's not even like gripping your throat. He has just lifted you. So like he's not choking you, but he is holding you at the very least. And he pulls you close and he just like, you better have respect for the Cheshire. This is my realm.
Oh, and wonderful realm you do have there, Cheshire.
And he will then drop you.
Would you mind helping to show us around a bit? Maybe get a better idea of what it is that we're dealing with, given that you're such a cute little cosmic kitty.
That is what you said last time.
Yes, I know. That's
I remember now. Yeah, you called him cute and it pissed him off. I remember now. You'll see him grimace. You know what? I'm just gonna drop the rhyming. It was bad. I'm not gonna do it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I liked
uh,
it.
I didn't. There is some rhyming stuff I have later that I have written out, but trying to do it on the fly sucked. He looks around and he goes, "You want to be given a tour of my realm?" Hmm. He spins around a little bit, and his outfit changes as you guys see him in this outfit now. A much more stand-outish or
Ooh.
bombastic outfit. I can show you my realm, meow. Tell me, why did you all come to this realm, meow? As he kind of rubs his kind of face a little as he sits back down in his throne.
Right. Tell you the truth, the last couple of weeks have been something of a blur. You guys remember why we're here in the first place?
We were seeing if anyone had disturbed Xandri's corpse over the past year since we've been asleep.
Oh, right, the long cat nap.
You mean this precious little thing, meow? And he twirls his hand, and you see a bright red orb kind of appear in his palm. This little one's soul, meow, got dragged into my realm, meow.
Did it get dragged in, or did you forcibly take it?
Mm, Death formed a portal to my realm, meow. They were forcefully pulled in, not by me, meow. Every time he says meow, by the way, he's wiping his face.
So, if they were forced into this realm, but it ain't by you, wouldn't that
No,
mean that?
but once a soul enters my realm, meow, it belongs to me, meow.
But you didn't control the pulling. So, wouldn't there be something of greater power than you?
There are always greater powers, meow. He throws one leg over the other. He smiles. Remember when I said I wanted to give him a Yu-Gi-Oh villain vibe? I decided to go with that.
Fair enough. But
'Cause Jay was like, "Oh, you could totally do that," and I was like, "I'm totally doing that."
um, Malik will step forward and be like, "You may have control over this domain, but the souls of this world are not within your purview."
When one falls into my realm, meow, they do fall under my purview, meow. Or are you referring to that scoundrel, Zada, meow?
You speak ill of someone who is older than you.
Oh, no disrespect intended, meow. We just have a bit of different views of the world, meow. But if you want this soul, meow, You'll have to do 3 simple things, meow. Play some of my games, meow.
As in 3 games? Or is that the first of 3 things?
My 3 games, meow.
And what are your 3 games? Meow.
He raises an eyebrow when you say meow. Like, did this motherfucker just speak a gutter language at me? What the fuck? He is looking at you like that was grammatically incorrect. The fuck? Oh, god damn it. There we go. Still getting used to this headset. Boo boo. He slowly stands up, and the orb just starts to kind of float around him. I am the king of games, you see, meow. So ones who fall into my realm, meow. I require them to play said games, meow. First is a game of strategy, meow. The second is a game of chance, meow. And the third is a game of courage, meow. Simply to test the hearts of the adventurers who fall into my realm, meow.
So is there an order to these games?
Yes, strategy, meow. Chance, meow. Courage, meow. Are you willing to play my games, meow? In return, I will return this lovely creature here, meow.
I
You
mean,
could do with what you wish after that, meow.
I technically don't have to ask for it.
He taps his chin. Technically, no, meow. But I still think you should show some respect for my domain, meow.
I do, but you are interfering within my domain.
It is not yours. It is the one you follow, meow.
I am his champion, and it is within mine as well. His domain is as much mine, for I am his defender.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think we should indulge him. Malak. We are guests in his home, after all. What could it hurt?
Right, he's been very gracious by not, summoning some blink cats or whatever at us. He's been right nice, but gentleman fella.
Yes,
I
but
just play a few games with him in the process.
I mean,
How is Diana handling all of this right now?
Diana's just watching everything, and it's just being like, whichever gets us out of here fastest, darlings. We have places to be.
One thing that you would recognize, Malik,
mhm.
is your innate, like, connection to Zadar does not seem to work in this realm.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Are we all cut off?
I mean, no, I mean that's just his connection with his god in particular. That's just like because he can reach out and talk to Cigar basically whenever he wants.
I
Only
mean,
when we
he's
were
not the
connected.
only one.
True.
Yes, no, yes, you also don't have that innate connection.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it is whatever force he is used to create his realm seems to block out any outside like deity involvement. All I am asking is to do this the easy way, Meow. We can do it the hard way if you would like, Meow.
Though it is
And
not a hard way. It is just an ask.
I'm willing to give you the soul, Meow,
I know.
as long as you agree to play my games, Meow. And
I
he,
say
he
again,
will
Malik. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
he will present the soul like he is like
Again, Malik, I do think we should humor him.
Come on, Marek. You don't need to be getting in no dick waving contest with this pussy here.
yeah.
At that, Malik just goes, I can't. Just no.
Dana just sighs heavily in the back. Just
Yep, Malik is just like,
He will tilt his head back and just bellow out laughter. I have never had someone be so cordial with me, Meow. You are quite amusing, Meow. You know what? I am feeling generous. Meow. Here. And he will, to Eric specifically, he will lower down the orb in front of him. For making me laugh, Meow.
Oh, well, thank you. And you watch as Eric just slowly, just ever so carefully, attempts to take the orb like it's made of like super fragile glass. Like he's afraid to put any pressure on it.
Okay, Eric. When you take the orb, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
yep, saw that coming.
Okay. Wisdom save.
This would have happened to any of you, by the way.
I know, but I have the highest probability of not failing.
Eric, you are pulled into the memories of the orb. And you see the Elk King appearing before Zandri and just slaughtering his court in front of him. And then just taking him like his army meant nothing. You experience all of the terror, all of the fear that was inside of Zandri as his neck was snapped. And unfortunately, you are going to gain 1 point of exhaustion as you are pulled out from the memories in a cold sweat.
Crikey, that was quite a trip.
Yes, it seems that poor little soul had quite the experience, Meow.
That's what happens when you die violently. It leaves an
Yeah.
echo that needs to be healed.
He summons basically another chair relevant to his throne, like right where he's standing, and sits down. Zadar is not the only one who can peer into the domain of death, Meow.
I know.
That is something I can do as well, Meow. So, will you entertain my games, Meow?
Since I've been outvoted, I guess I have no choice.
I might need a minute. Get a glass of water or something.
He snaps his fingers, and a glass of water appears in your hand.
Just watch as just Eric graciously takes it and just gulps it down greedily.
Mm-hmm. All right. He claps and he goes, "Excellent, meow. Let's get started." And as he claps, the room starts to transform around you guys. You see the room trembles and shakes as three very old rickety bridges and a chasm spanning out in front of you spawns. Cheshire is now lounging on some stone pillars on the other side of the room, just kind of dangling his legs. And he says, I wish I could hold on. My blind ass needs to be able to see these things. There we go. He says, 3 bridges stretch through endless night, yet none can bear your gathered might. Some must wait, while others roam, for every path can't lead all home. His grin widens. A choice of head, a choice of heart. Decides who leaves, decides who parts. For every gain demands a price. Welcome now to the Bridge of Sacrifice. And you see that in front of these bridges there are what seem to be kind of like crates of supplies, pretty much. But he says only one person can cross a bridge. You must decide what to take and what to leave. Because there are 5 crates of supplies in front of the bridges.
So we can only take, what, 4 of them? 1 per person? Are we to look inside each crate and know what's in them first?
You can. Would you make a perception check for anyone who wants to see what the crates are?
Sure. I have no idea.
Shit. Is this written in gibberish? Okay.
Oh, no. Nope.
Wow. Okay, so so Malik and Eric, you are able to see one is labeled medicine, one is labeled food, one is labeled ammunition, and the last one is labeled weapons.
That's only 4.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I
to the
think.
last one. That's all there is. 4 crates, 4 weapons. 5th one's empty.
So you said food, medicine.
Ammunition, weapons. Clothing. Sorry, I found it.
What type of clothing?
It just seems to be general clothing, like normal tunics, matching pants, sandals, stuff like that. See, it seems like these are village supplies, like for a small village.
What kind of weapons are we looking at?
Seems to be daggers, swords, various shields and stuff. Very general weapons. It's kind of the same for each thing. In the medicine, it seems to be like general medicine for like treating various diseases. In food, it's like rations and stuff. It seems to be general supplies for a small village. And the point is, you need to decide what stays and what goes.
Well, it's easy.
Oh, you think so? What happens to be on the other side of that bridge?
You do see what seems to be the shadowy visage of a village in the distance. It doesn't seem like you'll be able to reach it, but
A village needs food to start and grow till it can self-sustain itself. It needs medicine in times of sick and ill in order to keep the population from dying out. It needs weapons to defend itself from monsters and beasts and hunt what it needs to survive, and clothing to ensure that it prospers and continues from season to season as it changes. Ammunition is never required nor needed, for all things can be killed with a sword or dagger.
was I did I make a mistake? There are 3 bridges, friend.
You said 5 bridges.
No, I said 5 crates, 3
Yeah, he
bridges.
said 5 crates, 3 bridges. Yeah.
Oh, so still then, food, medicine, and weapons. Nothing more is important. For food sustains and gives you chance. Medicine ensures the population grows, and weapons allow you to hunt and gain clothing further in the future from hide. Those are the 3 most important things.
So we can only carry 3 of the crates across, 1 on each bridge, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that makes logical sense to me.
Because without food, you cannot continue. Without medicine, if something happens, you are subject to the whims of whatever it is. And without weapons, you cannot defend yourself. Clothing can be earned and made, and so can ammunition.
Seems logical to me.
I have no qualms with your reasoning for any of that.
The Cheshire will lean over the edge. He says, "A bridge for 1, a bridge for 2. Yet not enough for all of you. What shall stay and what shall go? The answer is something you must know. Every choice demands a cost. Every gain leaves something lost."
How far is the ravine wide?
Uh, the bridges are about 50 feet. They are all 1 person wide, but they are 50 feet long. So you have enough room to walk 1 person and a crate over the bridge, but you also don't think it would be enough. It would be too much weight to do 2 at once, because these bridges do look very old and rickety.
How much do the crates weigh?
I would probably say, probably around 30, 40-ish pounds.
That's all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I, I have an idea, but I want to present it the right way. Give me a second.
Meanwhile, y'all can look at Discord for a second.
Yeah, I already replied.
Oh, damn. Damn, James, that's good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
That's Diana.
Mm-hmm.
All I can, my only response is just that one TikTok guy, gorgeous.
The theme is Devil in a Dress.
Okay. You almost ready, Tier? Okay, yeah.
Okay. I walk over, and I would like to lift up the. We said that clothing and ammunition are the two that um, were the least important, correct?
I believe so.
Ammunition and clothing, yes.
Ammunition and clothing. I pick up. I would like to pick up the crates of ammunition and clothing, one in each arm. I have a 16 strength. That should be no problem, right?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Come on over, guys. Each of you get one of the remaining crates. Go with me here. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Remember, you are only supposed to go one person at a time.
Oh, I know. It's fine. So, each of you take one of the remaining crates that I am not holding, and each of you cross one of the 3 bridges. Just do it. It's fine. I will be fine.
Okay.
So
It's still
you
there are
guys,
still only 3 bridges. If the bridge collapses after one of us goes across, one of us is stuck here.
yes, no, I'm the one who's staying behind. It's fine.
Okay.
I think a solid plan.
Then I will grab the
Okay.
food crate and begin to walk across the first bridge.
Okay.
I'll
Malik.
grab
Okay.
the weapons crate and wait.
Okay. Malik, once you get all the way across, you guys hear a ching as a chime goes off as he steps across the threshold of the bridge. And then that bridge indeed does disappear.
I have to find something. Bear with me 1 second.
And Eric will begin tentatively crossing the second bridge with the crate of weapons.
Same thing, you get across the bridge and ching! As you cross the threshold, the chime goes off and the bridge disappears. which I suppose would leave Diana with the third crate.
Yeah, and that's the crate of medicine, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the lightest starling.
It sure is, actually.
Yeah, better be.
It's mostly herbs and whatnot.
I was gonna say I would have made sure we gave Diana the lightest one. Either that or I'm taking
Yeah.
2 crates.
I have a
Yeah.
strength score. I have a strength score of 9. I am a typical wizard in this way.
Yep.
Even it being the lightest crate, you do struggle a little, Diana.
Just a wee bit. Just a
I,
wee
u-
bit.
I use mage hand just as an extra like leverage to be like,
Like
Just-
you put the mage hand under it, so it is like a support.
yeah,
But even with that, your arms are a little shaky.
Mhm.
yeah.
But as she does cross the threshold, ching, and the bridges disappear.
Okay. Hold on. One other thing I have to find. This will take just a second.
Mhm.
Oh wait, I know what I'm missing. Ah. Please bear with me. This is going to be, I hope, amazeballs. I just have to find my notes. Yes, yes. So, what? Sorry. I'm very excited. So the third bridge has just disappeared, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with one of my arms, like sort of gripping the crate with the arm, I reach back and touch my Dragon's Fang greatsword
Mm-hmm.
and manifest my spectral dragon wings
Mm-hmm.
and say the following to Cheshire. Your rules are neat, your riddles sly, yet leave some paths uncharted. No game can bind the earth and sky when loopholes lie unguarded. So grin, dear cat, and guard below. Your clever snare is grounded. I shall not tread where you would go. I'll fly where rules have floundered. And I take off and use my wings to cross the chasm.
Okay. So the thing is,
Hey, you have to
clever.
give me credit for trying.
Yes, I will give you an A for effort, but you bounce off an invisible force field. As you try to cross the threshold with the boxes turn to dust as you bounce and then you are able to go through, but the boxes disappear. As Cheshire looks up, hmm, clever, but it wasn't about difficulty or whether or not you could get everything across. It was whether or not you could decide what had to be lost.
Your rules are unclear. That's your problem, not ours.
Some things require thought. Not everything should be made completely obvious. But he
Yet
clapped.
but how can we know what to think if we don't have all the information? You
That
want
is
us
why
to
must
play
have
your
faith.
games.
You must have
You
faith
must tell
that you
us
are
all
making
the
right
rules.
choice.
He kind of taps his nose and points to Malik. For every gain, there must be loss. That was the point of the game. You guys did succeed, though. I will give you extra credit for trying, though. He,
I can
he
live with
does
that.
he does have a smile on his face because he was like, that was clever, but no. as the room fades back to where you were standing before. I would like to point out that for humoring my games, there will be a reward at the end.
I mean,
Good to know.
appreciate it. The point is to amuse you, after all. Yes.
Yes, and as long as I am thoroughly amused, I shall grant a reward. Now, to the next, and he claps again. You see a do. You see a gigantic coin that starts to float down out of the shadows. Need to look at the other thing. As it spins in the air, casting a kind of light and shadows across the room. He goes, heads may bless, tails may sting. Fortune answers to no king. Call your fate with a steady breath. A whisper's life, a whisper's death. He catches the coin without looking. Chance is fair, or so they say, yet shadows love to cheat the play. So make your call, be bold, be proud, or lose beneath the shroud. With a flick of his wrists, the coin starts to fly upwards. You guys have to call heads or tails.
Tails.
Do I have a chance to do anything?
Not really. But each one of you has to call your own choice.
I mean, like, even magically, like, will something into the situation?
If you tried, you'd see that your magic is not working.
Fair.
It's a game of chance. You can't use magic.
Again, rules unclear.
You can tell us we couldn't cheat.
Oh, that is
Yes.
true. He did not say you couldn't cheat.
And that's where rules are unclear. You did not tell us we could not cheat.
That is
True.
fair. I would not say that.
And I think that's what Tira's kind of going along the lines of, is that words are important. Language
Words are
is-
important, and in a situation like where a Cheshire or a Fae or anything like that is involved, it's every word matters or lack
Mhm.
thereof. As it spins through the air, I'm going to call, chance is fickle, chance is sly, it shall land upon its side.
Okay. Malik?
Heads or tails, it does not matter. It is choice. This outcome does not shame, does not gain, does not make me win, does not make me lose. This is a choice that does not matter. The choice is moving forward. Not left, not right, not back, not forward, but just continuing.
Diana?
Oh, don't be so dour, Malik.
Diana just looks at everyone who's already answered and says, well, we've picked every option except for one. And considering that each chance has its own chance to land how it will, I'll pick heads, darling.
Okay. As the coin drops from the air, you see it hit the ground and bounce and spin a few more times. As it does, in fact, land on its side. Hmm. As Cheshire looks down, huh, they usually never pick the sides. Clever.
I said it
And,
wasn't a choice. It was a trick. It didn't matter whether or not we said heads or tails. Is that the real choice was continuing to move forward.
uh, Malkael,
Yes.
you, feel kind of a warmth gather around you. Ah, for winning the game of chance, you have gained one of my blessings. Part of entertaining my games.
Thank you very much, I
Uh,
think.
uh, uh, the blessing you get is for the next, roll me a d8.
Bear with me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
D8, 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 D8. Okay.
Woo! For a day, you will have advantage on any wisdom saving throw.
Making note now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do. Uh, something happens that is a little unsettling to most of you. As the room disappears back into the one you were standing basically in the first place. Because it did change slightly for the game of the coin. Um, he is now sitting back in his throne, for the first time not smiling. The final one is simple. A game of courage, and I'll be clear. Simply walk through the mirror, and 4 mirrors will rise from the shadows on the grounds. You will be faced with your darkest fear. As that one, he gestures over to Malik, has said before, do you have the courage to move forward? So I would like each of you to express to me what your character's deepest fear is.
Hmm. This seemed like this should have been done a long while ago.
You take your time if you need to think about it.
I mean,
Malik knows what he
I-
fears most in this world.
I have one idea off the rip, but this does sound like something that would have been done better with advanced knowledge.
Now that I think about it, I probably should have put that question out there, but I totally forgot.
So he wants to like write it or just announce it.
Oh, I mean, I'll just say mine and go first to give everyone more time, if that makes it easier.
Yeah, because the
Hi.
point of this game is when you walk to the mirror, you are presented with your greatest fear.
Does anybody else see it, or is it just you?
It's just you. Think the think the
A
bad
reverse
example,
of the Harry Potter mirror.
Yes.
Rather than showing you the things you want the most in life, it shows you the
It's the
thing that
things-
terrifies you the most.
Yes, exactly.
Isn't there already like another mirror that does that and produces like these spooky Horcrux ghost spirit thingies, and they turn into your fear?
No, that's just a Dementor.
I was about to say that's just a Dementor. Yeah.
No, a Boggart.
Sorry, yes,
Oh,
a Boggart,
Bogart,
yes.
yeah.
Malik will step forward, and look in his mirror, knowing what he is about to see is something he is going to. He has dreamt more times than he can count.
Mm-hmm.
And is brought back over 500 years ago
Mm-hmm.
to when he was first turned, when he had no control, and was the monster of Duranga. The raging monster that destroyed village after village after village. Because all he could do was eat, because he didn't know better.
Mm. So Malik, as you are presented with the images of your past, of your feeding frenzies that you went through, make a wisdom saving throw. 14. Even through those images, you know now that you have control, and you are able to steal your nerves. Does Malik still have the courage to walk through the mirror?
Why would he walk through it when he can smash it, knowing it's no longer the truth?
Yes, but, sorry, God, I'm being very unclear. The name of the game was Walk Through the Mirror.
Yes, he would walk through it. He would walk through it, and then immediately upon the other side, smash it to pieces.
Okay, yes. Sorry, was I unclear on that one too?
No. It's just you didn't necessarily state that that they needed to walk through the mirror in full.
Oh, yes.
Because in this instance, because I have passed the wisdom saving throw, I am now above, not necessarily above, but I am strong enough to break the bond of this fear and smash the mirror and still walk through it.
Like that, actually, Kichi.
I knew I had something for this.
That's funny. But yeah,
That was good.
you walk through the mirror and you smash it on the other side, and it slowly falls to the floor and then dissipates Who would like to go next?
I'll go next because mine was easy to pick.
Mm-hmm.
As Eric steps up to the mirror, he's met with a flashback.
Mm-hmm.
A flashback of a previous night that he had had years before. An assassination went wrong, but at the same time was still efficient. A
Mm-hmm.
night that had left both the enemies that they were up against, as well as the rest of his entire crew. Everybody burned or exploded together in a fire that broke out in the warehouse. The decimation initially caused by his power, a power that he is not fully aware of what it does, a power that he is not able to fully control, a power that he fears may someday overtake the overtake his ability to overcome
Mm-hmm.
and create another disaster that he will be the catalyst for.
And as you are presented with that disaster that caused you so much pain, make a wisdom saving throw. Oof, you got lucky.
That's me.
Uh, you are shaking, Eric, as these memories come back to you, but eventually you are able to steel yourself. Do you walk through?
Not only walk through with a fount of collective courage and rage, he rushes through.
Mm. And as you do, uh, the mirror, uh, actually, unlike Malik's mirror, shatters violently as it falls to the floor and disappears. Who would like to go next?
I've got mine. Do you need more
Okay.
time, Tier?
I've got mine, but I'd like to go last.
Okay, that's fine. Diana, as opposed to everyone else's so far, Diana's worst nightmare is not something in the past, but in the future. A
Mm-hmm.
situation that could happen if things go awry. And it's her in the middle of her hometown, in the
Mm-hmm.
middle of an anti magic circle, with the idea of her being judged, tried, and potentially executed for the poisoning of her father, which she did not do, but is standing accused of.
Ah. Okay.
Powerless in every sense of the word.
So, as you gaze into the mirror, Diana, you were presented with kind of a la the Salem witch trials, a vision of you being strapped to a cross and then burned for being accused of murdering your father. And as you are, make a wisdom saving throw.
We will see how this goes. 16.
You are able to steel yourself very quickly. Do you walk through?
Of course, I mean, as she kind of steals herself, she just reminds us this is a potential future, but as someone who knows a little bit about time, she's going to do her best to avoid such a future. And as she walks through, she just exhales a little bit of that arcane energy. As it hits the glass, so does she, and she walks through.
And like the other two, yours shatters, but far less violently than the first two. As your mirror has kind of a soft hum to it as it cracks and shatters and disappears. Okay.
One question before I begin. After they've passed, each of them has passed through the mirrors, can I see where they have ended up?
Mm-hmm.
So I can see them.
So where the group has ended up is standing in front of Cheshire's throne, where you guys were across the room previously.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, probably.
So the way this plays out is while each of the other three have been going through and telling their fears and such, Malkael has kept his head down. And when it's his turn, he raises his head slowly. Courage? I laugh. Why, puss, I have plenty. Enough for one god or a pantheon of 20. I'll hunt down Zathos, tear time from his throne, and make every ticking old heartbeat my own. And yet one fear still follows, though faint as your grin, that the war I must wage was decided ere I begin. That I'll shatter his hourglass, strike fate from its course, and find that my triumph has altered no force. But Diana shall rise where that false god once stood, and govern the ages as only she could. I'll place time in her hands when his kingdom is raised, and watch a new dawn where his twilight once blazed. So pointless or not, let eternity see. No god gets to choose what my vengeance will be. If time cannot bleed, I'll still raise up my blade. For courage is acting when hope starts to fade. And with that, I plunge my sword and my entire body through the mirror in a strike. If I can. But my intention would be to lunge.
Oh, okay. So you still go through the mirror.
Yeah, like I would look out, and regardless of what I see in the mirror, my intention would be to lunge at it with the sword heading for whatever's there.
Well, what is Malkael's worst fear, though?
Well, like I said, in the rhyme, that I'll find that triumphing over Zathos will have changed nothing.
Oh, okay.
That really is Malkael's worst fear. Like, I've actually thought about this previously.
Okay.
Like, he does fear that his quest might be pointless.
Okay, as you are presented with the images of you having the possibility of defeating Zathos and it having no effect, Make a wisdom saving throw. And you get
With
advantage on those.
advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage on those.
Oh boy.
Oh, you still passed, so.
Yay.
But as you pass through the mirror, you realized your nerves were a little harder to deal with than you thought, and you did lose grip of your sword as you passed through. And kind of like with Eric, your mirror violently shatters.
Do I lose the sword?
No, you do not lose the sword. It just
Okay.
it stabs into the ground and is at your feet pretty much.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
As Cheshire stands up, you have all humored me, meow. And I deeply appreciate this, meow. You have shown me that you have not only the strategic minds, meow, but the ability to deal with chance, meow, and your fear, meow. As all of you feel another glow and warmth kind of surround you. And each one of you will gain not only the same benefit that Malkael got, but an additional one where you all now have 20 temp HP.
Ooh, thank you.
Like this, I like this. I almost have 100 HP now because of it.
I will give you all a warning, meow. That soul that I returned to you, meow, has become quite potent from its death, meow. As Eric, you now realize that the orb that was the tangible soul is now solid and in your hand. As it's become a actual object, not just a floating presence.
How heavy is it?
It feels way heavier than this small orb should. Think the weight of probably like one of the largest bowling balls. So probably around, I'd have to say probably 15-ish pounds.
I do realize there's like 18-pound bowling balls, right?
I mean, yes, that's fair. So, so yeah, probably around like 15 to 20 pounds. But it fits in the palm of your hand. So it's like a candle pin sized bowling ball, but it feels much heavier.
Okay.
Because of the way he died, meow. It created probably what did the mortals call it? He taps his chin. A wraith, meow. I would be very careful with that orb, meow.
It's why.
Wait a minute. You mean because this fella here died, it created a ray?
when somebody dies that violently, meow, their soul tends to be corrupted, meow. Creating what is called a wraith, meow. But
So,
that one is currently trapped inside of that sphere, meow. Thanks to yours truly, meow. Do with it what you wish, but that is not a joyous way to exist, meow.
No.
And he has dropped his joyful demeanor almost completely when he's talking about the soul in particular. I might be the god of games, meow. But that does not mean I don't have a reverence for death, meow.
But there's limits to what a game can do.
Such is the way that I must know. Every god has its limits. And his eyes will kind of shift over to Malkael. And every god has its flaws.
so if you're telling me this boy here, and both the soul and the wraith trapped inside it, there a way to sort of excommunicate the wraith, make the soul pure again?
There are ways to cleanse the soul, yeah. But you would have to give the soul something it wants, meow. Only it would know what that is, meow.
And that's part of my job.
So we have to give this soul its happiest day.
Not necessarily. Each soul needs to be healed in its specific ways. Typically, when something as violent as what has occurred has happened, you must help them through the choices and consequences that led them to the violence and make them realize it was inevitable. But that they have the choice. They can live and revel in that violence and pain, or choose to move past it. Life is a cycle. It is not something that just stops.
It also depends on what kind of person the soul was, meow.
Which is very true.
I sense the person that lived within that orb was once what was probably considered a good man. It seems he was overtaken by greed. Meow.
And that is what happens sometimes when you do not realize that your choices have consequence. Everything that you do in life has consequences if you do not realize it. You must learn that life is not a choice of give and take. It is a choice of balance that must be maintained.
Now for my reward. Meow. And he kind of clasps his hands together, and a kind of statuette appears in his hand of kind of a small version of himself. and he is going to present it for one of you to take.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Gimme.
I was gonna say, this is Eric. Eric gets it. Eric gets his pussy.
But
Can I see that
yeah.
orb, Eric?
Eric.
Hmm?
Malachi, I'll ask you something.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear a question.
Oh, I said, could I see the orb, Eric?
Oh, right. Here you go. He just like lobs it at him.
Oh,
I attempted to catch it very gingerly.
Ah, so when you do, Malachi, when you go to catch it, the orb stops mid-air and will actively move away from your hands.
Okay.
interesting.
And
I am confused.
as you try to grab at it, it will actively move away from you and go back to Eric's hand.
I touched you once. I don't want to be doing that again.
Seeing this occur, Malik is going to walk forward and see if that is the same case for himself.
It is not. As you are able to pluck the orb from Eric's hand with ease. Malkael, I would like you to go down to Whispers for a second.
Dun dun dun! Secrets have been revealed.
It's like, yay, we're getting a bit of lore. Huh?
We do love a little bit of lore on a Saturday evening.
Secrets! Yay!
Don't forget to turn your camera back on.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, it's not like we're recording it, but yes, it makes
Freaking Discord.
it makes it easier. I wish there was a feature where, if you like that they would institute that your camera doesn't
Should just
turn
turn itself
off.
back on.
Yeah, if you turn it on, it does not turn off when switching channels within a Discord.
Me too.
That would be nice. You'd think that'd be an easy feature to do.
You'd think.
You'd think, but they have no customer service and no one who gives a shit at their own company, so
Yeah, right.
they are just money hungry grubbers. But after having seen that the orb purposely was avoiding Malkael, Malik has taken a mental note of that. Um, and checking a thing.
What is the proper spelling of Bartholomew?
I think it's Barthe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bartholemew.
See,
so
I have Bartholomew.
Something like that, yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay.
shrugs. I'm a terrible speller. Don't ask me.
Fair enough. I just needed to know what people, like, there was a consensus. I'm trying to spell a name, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to spell that name. Even though it's one of my favorite characters in One Piece.
Mhm. Never mind, I do not have a spell at this time. I will hold off.
Fair enough. Now, I assume you would all like to leave my realm, meow.
If you
If
would
you
be
would
so
be
kind.
so kind.
Hmm. Very well,
Great
meow.
minds and all that.
Ah, by the way, that statue. If you ever
Aye.
find yourself in great need, because you have all been so gracious to amuse me, shatter that statue, and I will come to your aid. But only, and he gets very serious for a second, in a case of great emergency. If you summon me, and it is something not worth my time, it will not go well for you.
So, what if it's something that's a dire emergency for us that you don't personally care for?
I suppose I will just have to judge at the time you summon me. And he summons a door made of shadows. Your exits. Good luck, heroes. You'll need it.
Thank you, Cheshire, for being the most gracious host in your realm. Rather fun. A bit tiring, but
Fun.
fun nonetheless.
Maybe one day I will invite you to my realm. That will be much different than you coming in the way you did.
Well, we did not expect you to be
Hey.
guarding Xandri's body and soul.
God, did we go through a back door or something?
It was an unfortunate accident created by his violent death. Meow. As you realize he does the meow on purpose.
Yes. Now,
He absolutely does. He doesn't have to, but he does it on purpose. You see, shadows have back doors everywhere. In death, you cast the biggest shadow. And that is my domain. Meow.
it is.
Oh. Think I'm starting to understand.
When he died the way he did, that crystalline structure, meow, became a gateway to my realm. When you go back, it will no longer be there. And you can do with his corpse as you wish, meow.
That's going to be a little more dangerous than I was hoping.
I will leave you with a bit of information, meow. That will probably help you, meow. Long ago, when magic was brought to your realm, meow, it was said that meteors fell from the sky, meow. What your world was unaware of is those weren't just meteors, meow. Those were people, meow. In the form of meteors, meow. Each one of them a dying soul. Every crystalline structure that was formed from them, meow, are something that you can retrieve, meow. If you guys look on the map, you do remember that there are the several structures that were caused from the meteors falling to the world. So, like, the Arcane Road, for example, the crater created there. The Blood Crystal Crater. What he just told you is those are actually violent death souls. Food for thought, meow.
Indeed.
As he gestures to the door.
You just watch as Eric, slowly waves goodbye, and then just begin to walk out of the other portal, petting the statue.
Okay. You might hear a small purr coming from the statue. As I assume you all walk through the door.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to wait until I am the last person to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And I will turn to the Cheshire and say, I did mean no offense when my request was made.
I was not offended, per se. You were bolder than I gave you credit for. Meow.
Things are different
Tell-
now.
Tell Zadar I said hello, meow. That will piss him off. That will make me laugh.
Oh, I know it will.
And he does kind of like a soft bow.
Till we meet again.
Till we meet again, meow.
And then I'll walk
As
through the door.
as the smile returns to his face. And as you guys reappear on the land above. Do. Gonna change the music.
Oh, there's music going on?
I mean, yeah, there has been this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear it.
It's in Roll20. If you have Roll20 music turned off, that's why you don't hear it.
Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, no, it's very low. That's all.
No, mine's completely up. I
turned it up a little.
Hold on.
I mean, I hear it just
Yeah.
fine. I've been hearing it fine.
That was a computer issue because
Yeah.
it's like fucking with my volume controls.
Ah, fair enough. Gotta love that.
It's Discord. What can you expect? Or not Discord. It's Google.
As you all walk out, you are met with the night sky. As it seems like at least hours have passed since you were in the realm. As you see the stars twinkling in the sky.
Where is this body?
In the middle of the crater that you guys are now standing in is the corpse of Zandri. His neck still kind of kinked to the side.
I
Kind
begin
of
to
in a Yamcha-like pose.
Oh no. I begin to walk towards it.
Mm-hmm. The body does nothing. It's a corpse.
Well, I wasn't thinking the body would do anything. When I get up to it, I reach out and touch it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Nothing happens. It's very
Can I-
cold.
Can I feel anything?
Nope. As
Oh.
as you are all standing there, you all start to hear the heavy footfalls of what sounds like somebody running. And at the top of the rim of the crater, you see a man appear in what seems to be butler attire, kind of in a fancy, kind of full suit. Hands behind his back, kind of breathing heavy. My lady, come here.
Uh-oh.
And he is looking directly at Diana. As we are going to take a break real quick, as I need to pee.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
okay.
Diana's past has caught up to her. What will happen next? Find out after these messages.
I will be right back. I need to pee so bad. As you see this gentleman, Diana, someone you've recognized since you were little. Sir Bartholomew Olem. A butler you've had since you were a child.
We can't see a picture, by the way, or at least I can't.
Now you can.
There we go. Now we can.
As you see this gentleman kind of appear at the top of the crater.
Oh my.
Oh my, indeed.
Going for the Black Butler look, are we?
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm about.
As soon as like Diana like recognizes the voice and just like there's a momentary like I've been caught, but it's like but I'm an adult and I can do what I want. Like what? And just like a reaction, and then just says, darling, I wasn't expecting you in the middle of nowhere.
My lady, I have been looking for you for an entire year. Explain, please. As you see, his outfit is completely disheveled. Like he has had like so much inner panic. They just didn't know how to deal with it.
First, let's get out of a crater, if you don't mind.
He looks around at the surroundings. Ah, yes. Sorry, my lady. And he straightens up his jacket, kind of smooths out his like his necktie thing.
I'll be with y'all in a little while. I need to ensure that no one can touch this body.
That's fine. I'll be busy dealing with this.
Yeah, you do you, boo. But if you need anything, just say, I need a scary werewolf.
Werewolf? You've been... Okay, we'll come back to that, my lady. Lord Chance sent me to find you after you left.
Okay. And?
Well, you walked out on your obligations. And he wants to know why. And he kind of straightens up, like, kind of like giving you that stern look he's giving you since you were like 5.
Yeah. And Diana equally returning the stubborn look she's always given in a response to that look of being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Bartholomew. It's very much the idea, darling, that I was being accused of something that I wasn't, and it seemed people were very unhappy with the fact that I could conjure up a spell or two, and so I left."
Yes, that is here or there. Lord Chance simply wants to know if you are still going to go through with the marriage.
Hey, Lady Diana, you didn't tell us you were getting married.
Diana looks at
Indeed.
Bartholomew and looks at everyone and says, "Engaged to who?"
Hold, it was in your backstory. Give me a second. Hold on. Pulling up the note you sent me.
Oh, I had to look at my own backstory because I don't remember that part of it. It's been a hot minute.
It's right here. Ah, if you remember, the third son of Lord Branbury.
Diana like puts fingers to her forehead and it's like, "Oh, I thought everyone was joking about that. I mean, you've seen him, correct?"
I mean, he is not a looker per se, but he is a fine young man.
If there was a contest for competence, darling, he would be whatever is past dead last.
You can see he's trying so hard to be serious, but he's trying to hold back a laugh. Because he agrees with you, but he's like, I'm trying to do my job. I'm doing my job.
Oh, with the whole accusing of poisoning my father and the whole, magic thing in everyone where we're from doesn't like it, I thought it would be pretty obvious that Lord. And she acts like she doesn't even remember the name, just gestures generally in a direction, just says,
Gerald. His name was Lord Gerald. Lord Gerald Branbury.
well, regardless, I thought that would have been annulled, cancelled, whatever is the nicest for me way of saying it.
He slowly walks to you. Oh, do you have something to say, Tyr?
Yes. Malkael would be listening very intently to this whole exchange. And you said he started walking towards Diana?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the moment he takes a step in her direction, I begin moving in his.
And Diana, clocking this, just holds out a hand. He's fine. He's the closest thing to family that I care for.
Yeah, this is somebody whose presence you didn't despise.
Yeah, as
Uh,
opposed to
he,
brothers and father and what have
he
you.
will very gently put his hands on your shoulders and kind of brush your like coming out of the portal, your disheveled hair a little bit. Are you okay, my lady?
I am in something that's a little bit important, and she puts like her fingers ever so slowly together, a little bit important to, I'll just say, about everything, darling. And the fact that I am being asked about an arranged marriage while I'm in the middle of, again, little tiny important thing that affects everyone. It's a little bit of an inconvenience. So would you do with an IOU?
My lady. And he He slicks his hair back. You see those gloves that you're used to him wearing. He kind of straightens them out. Do you need me to give an excuse to Lord Chance? Maybe you couldn't be found, perhaps. And he kind of does a with his eyebrows.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that brings up a rather important question. And last I checked, the four of us here just went through a year-long catnap. And here we show up out of the portal, and you show up here out of the blue. How exactly did you find us and know exactly where we were going to be at this here particular time?
Give me a second. Diana, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the picture you sent, you wear a necklace, yeah?
Diana has a few, like, she left with not very much. Necklace, maybe a ring or two. What she could carry is what she left with.
He points to a necklace that you've worn since you were little. Something that he gave you for your 7th birthday. Well, that right there is your answer, sir.
Diana just like holds up the necklace and says, "You do realize I could be very mean about this right now, correct?"
Look, my lady, I knew one day you would leave home. I just always wanted to make sure you were okay. So, it was just a way for me to find you if I ever needed to do so. That is all.
All this tells me, darling, is I'll need to find some way to protect against divination magic if I want to be free from your oversight.
I do not. I might work for your brothers. But remember, my lady, who I actually work for. And he does wink at you.
It's part of the reason why I still keep the amulet that she gave me. You can just tell them that you still haven't found me. It's not like I'm in a populated area anyway, and no one will be none the wiser. As my associate has stated, we were indisposed of for a year, and
Yes,
as you
you
saw,
were in a place where I could no longer track you. Then all of a sudden, your signature reappeared. I thought it was odd, and it sent me into quite the panic, actually. I thought you were in some sort of danger.
Diana gives a little bit of a smile and says, "You don't want to know a quarter of it, darling."
Ah, I will hear the story of your adventures another day, my lady. I just wanted to know you were okay.
I am fine, and again, just tell them you haven't seen me, and if there is a way for you to contact me if things go sour with Brothers Dearest or with Lord. Again, she pretends to search for the name for a second, but then doesn't care a second afterwards. And if he decides to act the track, just if you can let me know, I'd appreciate it. A little bit of forewarning. You showing up is fine. Them showing up, not fine.
Yes, I figured as much. That is why I came in his stead. He wanted to find you himself, but I warned him that that wouldn't be a good idea.
It is, especially considering that I've gotten a little bit stronger since last I left.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I can tell, my lady. I can see you've been practicing.
That's always been the goal, is to do what I want. And now I'm part of a emotions towards everyone, a group. And we're, again, busy doing something that I don't want to stress you out about.
I feel you can take care of yourself.
Yeah, Lady Diana, I think given the seriousness of the situation that we've been put in, if you trust this bloke here, you might at least want to give him, the seriousness of the situation. Saving the world and all that. We ain't exactly on a mission going goblin raids or anything.
You see Bartholomew do something that you recognize that he always did, Diana, as he takes a pair of glasses out of his pocket and kind of puts them on, and with the back of his palm, kind of pushes them up. Well, as long as you are okay, my lady. I will tell Lord Chance that I have not managed to find you just yet, but here. I brought this, just in case you ever needed me. And, he is going to place a small stone in the palm of your hand, Diana.
Okay.
As he gives you a sending stone.
Good to know. Diana does raise a finger for a moment. Says, I can give, without giving away too much, although I do agree it's good to have friends in other places. Avoid potions of healing, darling.
Potions of healing, my lady.
Yes, preferably if you or, I suppose, if brothers dearest want to need healing or what have you, have someone cast a healing magic on them. Do not trust potions of healing.
My lady, is it alright if I tell your mother you're okay? She was also worried about you.
Daniel looks really hard at Bartholomew, like, if you must, I know she worries a lot. And I know I didn't leave under the best of terms. But is father at least on the mend from his incident? That I did not do?
That you did not do, yes. I believe he is recovering.
Good. Do not give him healing.
I mean, it has been a year. I think he is okay by now.
Good. Again, no healing potions. Use other forms of healing.
I will inform the madam of this, I think. He kind of gets this worried look on your face, like you might get the vibe that your father might have taken healing potions.
And Jan's just, well, to be fair, we just learned about this just barely a year ago, and I've been out of commission since then. Just keep an eye on, and just stick to regular healing from now on. Healing from the clergy, or a healing bard, or whoever comes through. Any of them is more trustworthy than than potions at the moment.
Very well, my lady. And with a kind of the grace of a cat, he moves very quickly, kind of flashing from one place to another. And he appears in front of you, Malkael. So, I have a question.
What?
Are you the one who's been protecting my lady?
One of.
Hmm. Well, I noticed you were a bit tense.
Yes.
I would just like to thank you for protecting my lady.
I incline my head, and that's about it. That's all he gets.
Hmm. He crosses his arms behind his back, and you hear the clinking of metal, but you don't see any on his hands, which is odd. I hope that you mean her no harm.
Quite
Terrence
the opposite.
just sighs loudly and says, "He's fine. We were traveling before we met the other two. I promise you, you don't need to get antsy like you do."
Hmm. Very well, my lady. So, he gives you like a kind of a soft bow, Malkael. As he kind of walks back towards Diana, out of the corner of your eye, Malkael, in the moonlight, you will see these something you couldn't see without the light hitting it. On each hand are 5 very long blades.
He could try.
Once again, he pushes up his glasses. Well, a lady, I will tell Lord Chance that you have not been found. What would you like me to tell Lord Edmund? The same, I assume?
Yes, just say I have not been found. It's far easier that way than explaining, again, a quarter of what we're doing, or the fact that I even want to be found. No offense. I'm adventuring for a reason.
Did we ever decide what town you were from?
No. We discussed,
Because if I remember correctly, you're from Ashos, I believe.
I don't remember specifics.
Yeah, because they're the continent that doesn't like magic.
Okay, the continent. I knew it was a city or like a town, but I didn't know it was like a continent.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, it's the whole continent. They all don't like magic.
Okay. But
If
no,
I'd have to say, you'd probably be from their capital, which is Mariner.
okay.
My lady, if you do ever find yourself needing to come home, know that the town would be. Ha! I knew you'd get that reference.
Mhm. Oh, I got it too. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You were the only two who were gonna get that. It's fine. um. Know that the town now has calmed down enough to probably have forgotten about that incident.
Well, if
I'm
there's
sure
sin,
I'm sure your mother would like to see you.
I get the reference now, but thank you. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how much you knew One Piece, so.
Diana just looks and says, "Well, they've forgotten it enough that they expect me to get married, which is a boon and a curse."
He gives you like the so kind of sign, like, yeah, pretty much.
Very well, and then just keep details vague. Don't even mention which continent you found me on. Just say that I'm doing well and I am well protected and looking much stronger.
Very well. I can do that. Do. I'm gonna change the music real quick. What fucking one do I want? Oh, that one will do. That's fine. It's just, unpredictable. It's fine. As you guys are preparing to venture off, as Bartholomew goes to turn, you hear the cries of bird-like creatures in the sky, as some of the night sky is lit up by golden lights just appearing from the woods to your south. As you see these creatures. I have... Uh-oh. Where's Son of a Beach? I have this picture. Where is it? Damn you! You've ruined my flow! Ah, fuck it. As you see very small versions of the phoenix burst from the trees, as you hear the cries that they let out, as you hear the flapping of wings, as you become surrounded by these creatures. That is where we are going to end the session for tonight. Because I am out of stuff that I have written. I am sorry.
It's okay.
It's all right. This was good.
It was good.
Mm-hmm. It's a good stopping point. So
Indeed. We learned the Diana thing. Yeah.
And now we got NPC Captain Kuro to help us.
Uh-huh. Like I said, One Piece was a big influence on this world. I was like, Diana's gonna have a butler that she's had since childhood.
Well, as long as this one try to kill me and take over my fortune, it's fine.
Yeah, right. Nah, he's actually a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yay, that was fun. I miss D&D.
Yay.
Same.
Same seas. And we get to do it again tomorrow!
Yay.
Yeah.
We were discussing this earlier. Just because we have moved to Sundays, basically, the second it hits 10 o'clock, it will just be like, I have to go, pretty much.
Betty Bye has to happen.
Wait.
Are we doing it
earlier in the day?
yeah,
Because it's from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. my time, which means
Which
it
is
should
4
be
p.m.
from
to 8
4
p.m.
p.m. to 8 p.m. your time.
Okay.
Oh,
Before we
okay,
do that,
yeah,
we should sign
that's
off on
much
the
better
YouTube
then.
side of things, good sirs.
Oh yes,
yeah.
fucking right, recording. Ha 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 ha. It's been a while since I've done this.
It's
Ah,
why I'm the adult.
For you, all of you on YouTube, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you enjoy watching. It helps. It would make me smile. For now, thank you all. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Good night.